usually a hostile group, but recently they've taken to harassing the area around the city. We're quite troubled by the ruckus these water women have been raising. As recently as yesterday, a group of knights were attacked behind our own castle walls.
Oh, wow! Really?
You have something to say? The enemy was quite vicious, I hear. The Nereids apparently hired them. Their leader was a giant barbarian covered in terrifying tattoos.
Ha! Will you listen to this guy?
Regular soldiers simply aren't cut out for this. I'd like you to teach these creatures a lesson.
So basically, you want us to genocide them all, down to the last flipper?
Not quite. I would never suggest such an unsettling idea. I just want them to understand that if you cause trouble in raid, you'll be the ones to suffer.
That's too easy. Hell, I'll be there and back before you can cook up our victory dinner.
You're certainly not lacking in confidence. I look forward to your successful return.
Shh! Shut up, kid! If they find out it was us, that's just gonna cause more grief.
Is it possible that you? No, that couldn't be. You don't have any tattoos, and you're certainly not giant. Oh, by the way, I'm going to lend you some of my personal security detail. Feel free to use them however you see fit. So, how about it?
Now you're talking, kid. We're more than man enough for this. You trying to mock us or something with your pathetic rabble of worms?
Well, no. Actually, I wanted them to go and watch you in action. It would be a marvelous learning experience for them.
Glad to hear you didn't underestimate us. So, who are they? What kind of newbies are you forcing on us?
I should hope you recognize them, though Cuthbert seems to have slipped away. Please bring Levin and Vitali to us.
Excuse the intrusion.
Master Kristoff, you wanted to see me? You're that guy from yesterday!
Hey, aren't you that candy-ass guard from before?
I suppose to you, everyone must be a candy ass. But he's done pretty well for us so far.
Got that right. Who can compare to my totally indestructible ass? But fine, we'll take these little children to school. Go ahead, soulmate. Dominate.
Master Kristoff?
Having complete faith in your full potential, I send you on this mission. I ask that you go along with them. Levin, I know how much you love being a city guard.
Well, it's just because of the commute. And if my family needs me, if they're sick or something.
Yes, Levin, I understand quite well why you might not want to leave here. But this is only temporary, and it's for your own good. You can't be a guard your whole life, you know.
Oh, you insist, Master Kristoff. Was that it?
Indeed. That went faster than I imagined. Very well. I shall anticipate the good news of your triumph. They're fine for now, but I see no limit to their power. Wouldn't you agree that someone should keep an eye on them? If they were ever to turn on us.
I understand.
I can't trust anyone but you. Do you understand?
I will do as you say.
And another thing, if you find out anything about those others, please inform me right away.
Of course.
Okay, I'm not sure, quite sure who the others are, but I have a few ideas. Could be 3 or 4 different groups of people. Okay, well, yeah, 2 off the top of my head. Yeah. Well, Yeah, 3 or 4 people. I thought of another one, and there's another one back in the back of my brain it could be. But not to worry about them, because they don't come into play until much later. I must say, this is going to be quite a few parts. This is going to be a probably maybe the largest I've done so far, without doing extra gameplay, technically, of my walkthroughs / let's plays so far. Because this is a long game. Not super long, but it's, you know, it's JRPG long. And it's a tactics game. And then you gotta do lots of crap like this. Which I want to show up. Basically, if you don't lock a room, you can change it. But if you when you hit change, it'll change all the rooms that aren't locked. And I've got 2 of my rooms locked. But when you change, you do want to change occasionally, because maybe you'll, like, a 4th or a 5th room will come up. I think in total you get 9 rooms. But I'm not sure if it's based on your level or based on how far you are in the game. I think when me and my brother were playing this originally, we experimented with that, and we believe it was based on how far you are in the game, relative to your level as well. But being farther in the game definitely helps. So, yeah. That also includes the amount of spaces that you can get for your rooms as well. You can get up to 9 for each one, which is just a full room, you know. Use 3 in the middle, 3 in the front, 3 in the back. And the video froze for me again. So, hopefully it'll kick here in a second. Yeah, like that. Okay, but yeah, just change until you get the room you want. More or less spaces. I wouldn't worry too much about what comes with the room automatically. Like, I think I stopped on one that has 2 spaces filled instead of 3. I mean, 2 spaces filled instead of 1, so I can only choose 2 of the decor. But sometimes that's better. The decor, that is. And you can go inside there and inspect them for training, which I've done, but not yet in this file. But I've done it off screen, like after this battle or after the next one. Okay, now here's where things get a little troublesome.
Hey, wait for me! You're horrible.
Turn the
I can't
volume up.
believe you tried to leave me behind again.
Too loud.
Hey, kid, did you hear all that snoring as we were leaving? Who was that? Do you remember?
I was just exhausted, that's all. Which is your fault for making me do all the work around here.
You'll sleep your entire life away, cow.
You guys always act like this? Must be pretty tough.
When are you gonna stop acting like that? And here comes trouble.
How fun!
Yes, it's a
You
boy.
guys are gonna play with me, right?
Yo, who's the brand?
Just in case you can't tell, it's
Oh,
the voice actor.
I'm a ways back.
Well, the
It's
voice
dangerous, so I
and the
figured I'd bring
appearance.
him along.
The appearance can be a little misleading, but the voice pretty much confirms that it's a guy. And the fact they tell you.
Did you forget that we're about to go to war?
War?
Don't waste your breath.
They're not
pal.
really about to go to
Nothing
war.
between her ears but the wind.
Which has to beat the crap out of some fish people.
Well, how the heck was I supposed to know? Nobody told me about any war. So then, who are we supposed to be fighting? What? The Nerds? Really?
Uh-oh.
Yup, we're supposed to clear the Nerds out of here. We don't have a lot of people, so I think we're gonna try a surprise attack.
Ooh.
Mm.
Hey, you got some time, right? Why not play with me a while? I'm gonna run away, and you guys try and catch me.
Suspicious, huh?
Go that way? Didn't you hear the part about us and war?
If anybody goes off for a little while
Catch me if you
and, like, comes back with danger, and danger just ensues magically after they leave or when they come back, don't trust them in this game.
Hey, hold
Anybody, not one single person. Except for maybe Donetta.
Just let him go.
If anybody else leaves and comes back and there's trouble, they're a villain, I guarantee you. That's kind of a spoiler if you really take me at my word for that, which you should. Or at least they're an enemy for at least a little while, but most of the time they're, you know, or sends us off into trouble, denying that there is. What I'm trying to say is, danger is everywhere. Oh my god, that dog could walk on water. This seems like it can take a little while, but you'll get through it. It's not very hard. Like I said, you probably shouldn't have made a third cleric because, well, you're going to get Vital and you just throw him wherever you need to click.